start, I want to thank you both for being here in the name of DreamBL team and also of the international fans, because I don't know if you have that image or not, but we, like the international fans are very happy with this series because it's different and it's talking about some issues that we needed to be, to have that in some series. So now I will let you introduce yourselves and also introduce your characters.
Go first.
Hi, so I'm Mick, Monton Visesin, and I'll play the Look Shoop.
Yeah, I'm Pop. I'm Pathalapon Walapsili, and I'm playing for Ramin.
Okay, so to start this interview, I want to know when the passion for acting started. Like, was it always a dream or was something that just came up?
For me, it's just something that came upon because I met my manager, and she asked me to come and cast for this TV shows, and I make it.
For me, I think it's kind of my dream because I'm cast a lot for series and I didn't get it, and this is also my first job as well. So I'm also excited that when I got the role that I am a part of this series.
So you got like a main role for your first series. That's amazing. That's really amazing. I've been noticing that half of the cast is like your first series. Most of you are debuting actors. Okay, that's really amazing. So who are the first person you told? Like when you knew that you got the role, where were you? What did you do? Like who did you tell first?
So they announced the cast on the Facebook page, and at that time I'm just at home with my family, and when the notification pops up, I just tell all my families.
I'm still quite the same.
Okay.
But we quite noticed that we will get the role since on the final day already, because they match us like together and they give us like the script and also kind of like the contract for the series as well.
They already asked us about the context since the casting day, so we kind of get the hint that we have a chance to make it.
That's nice, and it's very different from here. Like here, whenever you do a cast, you are called before. Like there's no public annunciation. Like everything is dealt with in private until the series actually airs. So knowing that you were cast by a notification on Facebook must be something very special. So if you weren't an actor, like if acting was out of chance, what would you do? Like any other career?
I might do my own business. Probably might be open my own restaurant with my fam, because it's also my family dream as well, because they want to have like their own restaurant that people can afford it, and it's also a new concept that we might announce to the Thai people that they can try this type of food, something like that.
That's very interesting. That's very interesting. What about you, Mick?
I'll probably pursue my engineering careers. Yeah, about programming and robotic stuff that I like. And now I'm currently studying in engineering faculties.
So you're studying and acting. Okay, you have my respect. There's any special moment or like a funny moment from the shooting of the series that marked you, like something you will never forget?
You can talk about a board game.
So when we're on a shooting day, we usually play board games a lot, because one of our friends, the person who played Kitty, he brought all the board games to the shooting set, and that's all we do in our free time, and it makes we are all close to each other, and that's how we are so close with each other in the set.
it's good to know that behind the shooting, like the off screen, you are like bonding and dealing
Yeah.
with the stuff, like playing. That's very important, and that's something that the fans don't get. Like that's something we always want to know, is that how it is the environment behind. Like we know that you must be stressed in some days while you are recording, so having that break and
Mhm.
playing and forgetting about it, that's very important. So
Yeah.
yes,
I
yes.
think it's very unique from other sets, because I don't know what they do in their free time, but our sets we actually like play together, play board games together, like all the actors and actress. So that and that's make we are very close to each other, like outside of the scenes too. Like in a normal day we usually hang out because like
Yeah.
it just make us best friends, like all of us.
That's very special. So, how is it to be the main actors of a series that was supposed to be just for Thai fans and suddenly is like an international success? How are you dealing with being known all over the world? And how's the pressure? How the fans are with you? I know that both of you have already official fan clubs, so congrats for that. So, how are you dealing with it?
So for me, it's kind of overwhelming to have these fans from all around the world, but I'm grateful for it very much, and it makes me very happy too. That I know that a lot of people support me.
What
And I'm
about
also, yeah, I'm so glad that people like always support us, not just me, like for the whole team, and they will give us like the motivated to for us, so we can keep like doing the work it well. So without them, so I think that it wouldn't be like this great if they not like always support us.
I don't know if you have that idea, but like whenever one of you just or you or other of your castmates interacts with any fans, like just by imagine seeing their story, it's very special. Like I have people sending me a DM saying like, "Oh, Mick saw my edit," or "Pop said something." So it's, you may not know, but sometimes you can actually light up someone's day just by being there, and because you are genuine. Like we can see that the people you are is like how you are. It's not like commercial image for selling the series. So that's why the fans actually love you. When I told like my followers your age, they were like, "What? How are they so young?" And like, you are very talented, because your series has something special. That is the lack of physical contact. That actually we need series with that. But you express, your characters express the emotions throughout like body language, without kisses, without much physical touch, like just the eyes and the expressions. And to have that chemistry and that talent to portray that, that's someone very talented. So congrats for you.
Thank
Thank
you.
So let's jump for our next question. That I did some research, because like your fan clubs are amazing. They have everything there. So and I saw that Pop likes to play golf, right?
Yeah.
And Mook prefers basketball.
Yep.
Okay, so apart from this, what hobbies do you have? Like, what do you do with your free time?
Usually like playing game with my friend. So sometimes I might go out and hang out with my friend as well. But most of the time I will stay with my fam in the house.
Pop likes to stay at home, and you, Mick, what do you do with your free time?
So most of the time I just kind of like the same. I like to stay in the house and play games, something like that. Read some books. But yeah,
Recent book.
usually I'll sometimes I'll go play sports like wakeboarding, or do like weight training exercise.
That's interesting. So you like sports and books. That's a nice combo. That's something we don't often. But yeah, like it's good to know that you can also have like time for your family and for your friends, even though you are famous, because you are internationally famous. And because I know that sometimes the actors lack time with their family, and that's something that the families after resent that. So knowing that both of you can have time for all your beloved ones, that's really good. So now let's just talk about you vs your character. So Mick, your character is a very introvert and shy guy. Are you like him or you're more?
Not at all. Yeah,
Tell me.
I love to hang out with friends and like play around, and I consider myself an extrovert too. So me and Luke Shuv is just different.
And you, Pop, like we see that Piram is very, very straightforward when it comes to love. Like he speaks his mind. Are you like him, or are you more cautious or more quiet? How is you feel?
I would say I'm a quiet person. So in some mood, I might same as Ram, but most of the time, I think like 80% I will be the same as Ramin.
Okay.
Just some point like ramen is quite hard to like eat and some stuff, but for me I'm like easygoing. I can like eat everything. I'm just like the easy person that can do everything. Like I can eat everything. Like I'm not choose the thing that is hard, something like that.
So you will be a Love Shack Dream because you eat everything and Piram is not. Okay. But like it's good to know. I'm amazed to know that Mick is an extrovert guy because like yeah, your character is like he's so shy, so delicate. Like whenever your character appears, we're like, oh, he's so delicate. Like we have to protect him. So that's why I say you're very talented because like portraying a totally different personality from what you have. Sometimes I think that it may not be easy because you have a way of being and your character acts in another different way. So yeah, and let's just imagine that you could play another character. Like the directors imagine one day you come to set and they say you can choose whatever character from the series that you want. What would you play? Like which character?
Okay.
I will choose a Titan because as you know that Titan is like the happy guys and he not like serious about like the thing that happened to him. He will like smile to the world. So I guess that Titan is the character that quite has a good attitude and always like cheer up their friend, something like that.
Okay, like Titan is one of the characters the fans love the most because of his attitude. Let's just say because he seems like the flirty and head in the cloud guy, but whenever there's something serious to be done, he actually has a serious opinion. So yeah, what about you, Mick? What will you choose?
Nah. I want to play probably Bangji's role, but as a male because it's so fun to watch Momos play that role. It's so bright and it cheers up everyone on in the scene, and I just want to try that.
Like I think that Momo's role was made for her because
Yeah,
it
I
fits
know.
perfectly. And yeah, I totally can see you on that character. Like because you're an extrovert, so that you will fit perfectly in the role. we know already the things that you don't have in common with your characters, but like, tell me something you really do have in common, like whether it's the way of thinking or some habits, something you have in common with your character.
Okay, for me, I think me and Lukshuk, when we're passionate about something, we kind of like dive into it. Like we took like we put 100% in it. So for me, when I love to play wakeboarding, I'll just like put my attention 100% into it. Just same as Lukshuk when he's in the kitchen and when he's cooking, he's like focus all of his energy into cooking. And that's kind of like what we're having the same vibe.
And
Yeah.
that's very interesting, and that's something I really want the fans to know, that you do work hard to get whatever you do, like whether it's work or free time, you do put your full attention on it. And sometimes people don't get that image. Sometimes people it seems too easy for us being sit at home, looking at you, living your life, doing things, and we don't stop to think that, okay, he has to manage all this because it requires some schedule managing and to be focused on everything, because whenever you stop working, you have to change your mindset. You're like, okay, I'm off work. So yeah. What about you, Pop? What you have in common?
I think Ram also quite same Lukshuk. Like when he noticed that he not naughty at the first, but after his friend is like telling him that you have to express the feeling to the Lukshuk as like you have to focus and like show that you care about Lukshuk, not just like keep it by yourself and not telling anybody, because otherwise like Lukshuk will like get bully. So I think that's might be the same as mine, because when I do a thing that I want to focus on, so I will like push myself to do the best and always focus that what I like to do and do my best that I could do.
Let's jump for talking about fans. So you already have noticed that you have friends from all over the world. Like I'm from Portugal, so I'm in the end of the Europe, and you also have lots of fans from Brazil, which is amazing because Brazilian fans and Portuguese fans, but we have something in common, that when we like someone, any kind of artist, we stay with them, like we stick with them. And the Brazilians are very good with it. So how is it to receive this love in every language? Because I
think like when the fans comment in our Instagram post, or when they send a message to us, most of the time it's contained with an emoji, so that's how we know like what they're feeling. Sometimes I can't read their language, but I know what they're trying to convince. Yeah,
that's something the fans always worry about, is how to talk with you. So after this interview, they will see that you speak English and they'll be more at ease. But sometimes there's the language barrier. That is good to know that you read that, even because sometimes the fans don't interact with the actors because they're like, oh, I'm just one in a million, they won't see. And knowing that you take time to read that, to see that, to acknowledge that love, it's something that is very special for the fans. So I know. So now that we're talking of worldwide fans, tell me 3 countries that you want to visit, like top 3 countries you'd like to visit.
Go first.
Okay, so my first one probably be the United States, because I love the States very much, and I've studied there too, and I just want to go back and visit it.
Really, you studied there? Where did you study?
In Alabama.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's why you have a good English.
Oh, thank you.
No.
My second countries that I want to visit. Oh, I have so much. I want to visit Portugal too.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I
That's
really want to travel to Europe. Like all the town and all the countries over there is very nice. I've been there once, probably like 7 years ago, and I really want to try to go back again. Yep.
really great. And the third country, which
The third country probably be, yeah, I'll say like Spain, probably. Yeah, just all country in Europe. I
But
love it.
you do a tour around the Europe. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I've noticed that you like museums.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something you will love because Europe has lots of museums and art galleries.
Yeah.
So that's something I always look for whenever I travel to. So I just go for the museums. And especially France and Italy, also Spain, but France and Italy have lots of
I know.
museums. So
Because I've been to British museums already, and I've been to the Louvre already, and I want to continue.
go there.
Visiting. Yeah.
What about you, Pop? What are your top 3 countries?
My first one, I might say United Kingdom, because I like the vibe and how people how people chill out. Like they usually like spend time in a slow life. They're not like rushing for overtime. But I'm not included for the person that stay in London. I mean like the person that stay like from like away from London. Like they usually like so chill and the vibe is like so country. Like they social and usually like spend time with their fam and chill out on the garden, something like that. So I think it's quite the country that people tend to be like more like spend time together and have some fun and also like having meal with their fam.
Okay, so you have a totally different idea from what a British person is, which is good because like I have both. I'm Portuguese and British. So usually in Europe, British people are seen as the rude ones, like the ones that don't mix, like the elites. And knowing that you see in a totally different way, that's very heartwarming because
Like
for the European,
from the person that stay in the city, like they actually like spend time like that. Because I went to the host before and they like their vibe is quite the same that what I told. So just like the way that they do like that.
And okay, what are your other 2 countries?
I would choose Japan. Because as you know that Japan has a lot of like food and I'm the kid that into the food. So why not choose Japan?
Okay, so you can go with your castmates because they all want to go to Japan.
Yeah.
I see that Japan is a very well chosen destination because everyone wants to go there. And your last country, what it is?
Last, might say like South Africa, because I've never been there and I want to see like the culture and like how people survive and want to see like what they do, something like that. Because in Thailand, we quite a few people that can visit the South Africa. In my experience, like I just met like one people that went there before. So I just think that it might be a country that if you had a chance and you visit there, you might like it and enjoy the culture that what they have, something like that.
Okay, the fans will love to know that because usually not many people talks about Africa, and you have a lot of fans from there, like, and that's good that you actually want to go there because sometimes, okay, some countries match the reality that goes for the TV, but other countries are very, very beautiful and their people and their culture aren't well portrayed in TV, you know, like they're always passed as the poor people, the people with hunger, but they have like another side of culture and way of being that is very, very loving and interesting. Because like here in Portugal, we have a huge community of Africans. So our own culture is mixed with them. So they are very happy people. They cook well, so you will love the food. Like African food is amazing, and also they are very family type. So they may not know you. They have an intense story because like the whole continent have been through some battles throughout the history. So that's a very good choice of destination. Like, yeah. And now, tell me, do you want to leave like any special message for your fans? Like something you really want them to know? Just like a little message, want each of you to tell them. So you can go.
Okay. So I just want to thank you, all of you, for supporting us so much. It's very new to me and it's a new experience for me too. So sometimes I may miss some message, but I haven't read it, but I'll try as much as possible to read all the message and all the requests in my DMs. And yeah, thank you for all of you.
It's so sweet.
And for me, I'm so glad that you guys are like always support us and give us like the motivation to do like in this career. So yeah, love you all.
You guys are so sweet. The fans are gonna melt. But let me just tell you that you don't have to feel pressure to answer, okay? Because the fans know that you have personal life. So we know that as much as you want to reach everyone, we can see from the number of followers you have, that's an impossible task. Like that's impossible because we know that you love your fans and you show that. Like sometimes we see that you notice the fans. So don't feel that pressure because even after the series is over, I can assure you that you'll keep having your fans and like your fan clubs because fan clubs stay for life. They're like amazing.